from my hand. Why don't people understand my intention?
Hi, my name is Jason Burgoyes, and I won the Weird Science Wednesday challenge question. The next full moon, according to the lunar cycle, is May 10th. Today's episode of Weird Science Wednesday will be about spring and new life.
Hey, thanks, Jason, and congratulations. The first day of spring started on Tuesday, March 20th. This is also called the Spring Equinox. The word equinox means equal night and occurs when the sun is directly over the Earth's equator, making daylight and nighttime equally long everywhere on Earth. There's a spring and a fall equinox with 2 solstice seasons in between. Can you guess what they are? Spring is a time of rebirth. After a long winter, organisms of all types emerge to scurry around in preparation for the next winter season just a few months away. They eat a lot, find mates, and have babies, and store more food for the winter months. Life is about survival in the plant and animal kingdoms, but as you can see, life is beautiful. So we have a great example of life science right here in our own parking lot. If you look outside, a goose has laid a clutch of 4 eggs in a nest. In 25 to 30 days, the eggs will hatch and we'll have our own Riverview Royal Goslings. The gander, which is the male goose, is watching nearby to defend his family and also help the goose when she gets hungry. Again, isn't life beautiful? And speaking of eggs, it's time for another experiment.
The materials for today's experiment will be a container, eggs, and vinegar. And now we're going to take this egg, put it in this container of vinegar overnight, and see what happens.
24 hours later.
And 24 hours later. With one finger, you can just kind of wipe away the outer shell part.
Awesome. It's squishy.
It feels like it's got a rubbery outside and maybe there's some sort of gel inside.
It's squishy.
Underneath, it's all like rubbery.
I shall call him Squishy, and he shall be mine, and he shall be my Squishy. Come here, Squishy. Come here, little Squishy. It's squishy.
And then we wiped away the outer part because that was basically just like dust. You could still kind of see some of it. But yeah, this is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. So we're gonna see what it takes to smash this thing.
Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen.
All right, freeze. Let's form a hypothesis. A hypothesis is a logical guess on what will happen next. So, what will happen when the egg lands on the ground? Will it bounce? Will it splatter? Will it roll away? Or do you think nothing will happen? It'll stay as solid. Make your choice, and let's see what happens.
It was like an egg water balloon.
Look,
You could still see the outer rubber part right there. That's amazing. That's also science.
Royals are also reviewing life science up in the Learning Lab. During a recent trip to a farm, I collected a few gallon samples of some pond water. Students are using a high-powered light to observe life in the habitat and discovered thousands of plankton, microorganisms, and other living creatures living in the pond. Since Jason was so egg-cited about the experiment, I thought I would introduce you to more egg layers as well. These are pictures of oviparous organisms, which means egg layers. Did you know that the platypus is an oviparous mammal? The ostrich lays the largest egg in the whole world. They break out of their shell like all other birds, but Jason is about to discover this is not as easy as it may sound.
It's actually way heavier than you'd think it'd be. It's already been...
The largest ostrich egg on record weighed 5 pounds, 11.36 ounces, and was laid in 2008 at a farm in Sweden.
That's amazing.